Hello everyone and welcome to Patch Notes, a show where we cover the biggest gaming news from the week in a nice bit-sized package. My name is Drew, this week joined by my buddy Connor.
Hey, I'm back. I was gone, but now I'm back.
He's risen from the dead. He's zombie Connor.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
And as always, it's great to see you guys. This week, Xbox gamers got the short end of the stick with Kingdom Come Deliverance. Hawaii has officially taken a stance on microtransactions. The Evil Within 2 gets a new mode. And THQ Nordic grows its portfolio with a massive addition. And I'll have Connor lead us into the episode this time.
That's right, kids. Follow me into the episode where we get transcended from our humanly form into molecules and interact on a digital hyperscreen. Kingdom Come Deliverance is unfinished on Xbox.
Welcome, brother.
Kingdom Come Deliverance was finally released this week after a successful Kickstarter over 4 years ago. The game has received largely mixed reviews, but a lot of people seem to agree with the fact that it is a deep RPG with quite a lot of technical problems.
Fully funded Kickstarter, deep RPG, large technical problems. We're releasing a massive first day patch. It's gonna be huge.
A massive day one patch was released the same day as launch to fix a lot of these problems, but for some reason a lot of Xbox players are citing that they never got this patch. This means that their games are even buggier than the other versions out there, with the developers swearing that they fixed most of these issues. What makes this story interesting though is the fact that no one really knows, even the developer, whether the update is actually out or not. Well, one developer posted on Reddit saying that the update was already out, but then a couple hours later another developer, or the official dev Twitter or whatever, said that it wasn't out and they're investigating it with Microsoft.
One developer says this, the other developer says that. What do I do?
Then another developer came out and said that the Xbox One did have the update, despite a bunch of fans citing evidence that it didn't receive the update. There's some gameplay features that were included in the update that aren't there on the Xbox version, at least some people's Xbox version. That's another thing, I'm seeing people report that they have the update, so they have those features, but then there's other people on the same platform that don't have the update. It's very confusing. And as of recording this, it still hasn't been resolved. It's been 3 days now and these people have been playing without the first day patch. Now the reason it's so hard to tell whether the patch is there or not is because the way that Warhorse Studios does their patches for this game is they just replace files that are already there rather than adding a bunch of new files onto it. So when it says 23 gigabyte patch on day one, that doesn't mean that it's going to add 23 gigabytes to the already pretty big file size for the game. No, it's just replacing 23 gigs or some parts of those files within the game. So an updated version of the game with no new additions should be the exact same file size as a game that is unupdated.
I mean, every time I download an update, I gotta reinstall the whole game?
Almost. That's how the day one patch was. But I mean, if you downloaded it day one, you just downloaded the patch. So, This means that you can't just compare file sizes for the different versions that are out there, so that's why some people are saying they have the update and some people aren't. It's very confusing, and honestly I just hope this whole mess gets sorted out very soon.
We know these times are hard, guys, so we're here with you to work with you through these troublesome times. If you need to talk to a consultant, please call 1-800 My Kingdom Didn't Come.
First, we've got to go through a whole ocean of bad.
Hawaii says aloha to microtransactions. That's aloha goodbye, not aloha hello.
They're kinda cute.
We are finally starting to see states take official legal stances against microtransaction loot boxes in games. 4 bills were proposed that would prohibit the sale of any game with loot boxes in them to anybody who is under a certain age or anybody who does not have an ID. This essentially makes any game with loot boxes in them the same as M-rated games in the United States, where kids can't buy them without explicit permission from their parents. Honestly, I could see this coming from a mile away, and I won't be surprised if other states adopt this practice. Something about loot boxes is just so inherently bad that even people outside of gaming, like non-gamers, can understand how bad it is. Also, under these new laws, publishers and developers would be forced to disclose the amount of percentage chance that each loot box has for each individual item. We've already seen something similar to this happen in China, where they also put forward laws that force developers to do this, and big games like Overwatch had to do it in the region of China.
Here's the deal about China, okay? Their military is advancing far beyond.
2 hours later.
And the next thing you know, we're speaking Mandarin, alright?
No, but seriously, like, when I worked at GameStop, you have to tell parents when their kids are buying an M-rated game that they're doing that, like, because the kids, you can't just buy it. So there were actually times when a kid would bring a game to the counter without their parent, and then I'd be like, oh, you can't get this, you need your mom. And then they'd like walk out of the store, grab their mom from their minivan and drag them in, and then the mom would be like, what is this? I'm not gonna get you this. Because you have, as an employee, you have to read out all the reasons why it's rated M. So like, if there's nudity, you gotta be like, nudity. And so, yeah.
And then you gotta to explain it in detail in front of the kid and his mom. Like, there is a full frontal scene where Michael Fassbender puts his penis inside of a living.
Put your dick into the animus. It's the only way to save humanity.
But yeah, hopefully something happens. I just cut
Hopefully we
all
get
of that.
Evil Within 2 puts you inside the head of a middle-aged white man. I always wonder what that's like.
And in another big bit of news this week, Evil Within 2 got a new first-person mode. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's pretty cool, I guess.
Okay. I've never played Evil Within. Is it good? Is it spooky? Are you spooky? All hail THQ! All hail.
THQ Nordic, the company mostly known for scooping up all of the now defunct THQ's leftover properties after their closure, has made some pretty big waves in the industry this week. They announced that they would be acquiring Koch Media?
Koch? It's like what you use to seal the holes in your shower when you're leaking down on your parents' heads.
What? Did somebody give you a cookie tonight? What's up with you?
Something's going on. I got bugs in my brain. You know?
Yeah, I have no idea how to pronounce that name. I'm just gonna call them Koch Media.
It's an old Scandinavian term meaning the penis.
Anyways, Koch Media is mostly known for owning the big publisher Deep Silver.
Come on, Koch Media, Deep Silver. Come on, this is a joke. This isn't a real company.
Deep Silver has made a name for themselves in recent years thanks to the Saints Row series, the Metro series, the Dead Island series, and a bunch of other games that I just don't want to list here. It's a big list, though.
Oh, it's big. Because it's Koch Media, baby. It's gotta be big, you know.
This whole episode.
I know. It just started off. What was the first one with the Kingdom Come? Anyway, moving on.
So yeah, THQ Nordic, who owns some already pretty big franchises like Darksiders, now owns Deep Silver and owns even more huge franchises.
And okay, here's the thing. This is a breaking news story. This is Connor just thought of this, and we need to talk about it now. Drew, we need to make a title for this, a squeezer headline. Darksiders 3 looks like shit. Alright, that's it. You can cut it there.
Okay, alright. This makes THQ Nordic a pretty big up-and-coming force in the gaming industry, and they might even be able to challenge the likes of EA, Activision, and Ubisoft pretty soon. Hell, we might even see them at big conferences like PAX or E3, maybe even this year. Alright, anyways, so that does it for us this week. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Drew.
Thank you guys so much for watching. This is my YouTube channel. If you like, comment,
No,
and subscribe.
Don't listen to him.
Follow me on Patreon.
Don't listen to him. Don't! Have you seen Hulu's Future Man?
No, not yet. Is it good?
No, don't.
I don't like Josh Butchinson. What's his name?
Butchinson.
Hey there, bud, what's your file size? Let me take a peek at your file size. You might want to reinstall that. What kind of rig are you running there, partner? Let me take a look. Under the hood, liquid-cooled processor, damn.